Welcome to the Lakeshow podcast, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Play responsibly. You must be 18 years or older.
Good times.
Great times.
Good times. Allie Clifton alongside Chris McGee and BT Broderick Turner. How are we doing?
Do you see the theme going on today?
Which one? I feel like we got a lot.
Blue.
Oh, the blue.
Blue.
Yes. Come on, Allie.
I was sporting the Lakers, and then it got cold.
You went
and
Dodgers.
Then it was Dodgers.
You've been here long enough to know about the Dodgers, Allie Clifton. Jump on the bandwagon. It's okay.
You sound like Robert Ory.
She's been, I think, rooting for the Dodgers pretty hard the last few years.
Allie, first off, don't insult me, son. Say I'm like Robert Ory, okay? Please.
Glad we all feel the same way about Rob.
I mean, you are part of the Dodger broadcast. You do a couple of games a year.
I managed to keep it on track when John needs some time off.
Yep.
And I do a handful of a year, yeah. But it's all about the crew for sure. How are we feeling?
And you were good, too. I watched those games.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm a
thank
Dodger
you.
fan, Allie. Come on. And I'm an Allie Clifton fan.
Aw, that's
And
so nice
Geeter
of you.
fan.
Great coaching by BT. He perked you right up. Threw a little compliment out there, and all of a sudden this show's
Yeah.
rolling. Look at how happy you are now.
KYP, well done.
Well
The
done.
script actually says Dodgers Game 7. We're going to stick on theme
Yeah.
a little bit. Ready?
Okay.
Because has there ever been a better stretch in LA sports? Right now, if you need a little rundown, the Lakers are on a 4-game winning streak. The Rams tied at the top of the NFC West. But we're going to start with the Dodgers, of course, winning the World Series. Epic Game 7 comeback victory. What were some of your guys' thoughts from watching that game? How are we feeling?
I mean, I grew up in Pasadena, so I'm a Dodger fan. I almost passed out. I lost all my cool. And Allie, that takes a lot for me to lose any of my cool. But I just kept thinking, they're going to lose this game. They might win this game. They're going to lose this game. They might win this game. They won the damn game. How? Because it's the Dodgers. I think Game 7 and Game 6 was sort of like their entire season, up and down, a little scary, not being sure if they could pull it off. And then they get to Game 7 of the World Series, and they go extra innings. They found a way to win. I mean, I was tired, and I didn't play. I was home. I didn't even drink anything except for water.
Really?
No, I drink water. Couldn't
I had a
smoke
real
a cigar,
nice.
nothing.
I was at a buddy's house, had a nice margie into a couple glasses of good Pinot that you would have enjoyed.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not too late, Geeter.
But you didn't have any time in this game to enjoy yourself.
No.
Eyes with a group of people. Room was full. Not overly crowded, but probably 5 families. From the first pitch, you could tell it was going to be one of those nights. Just absolutely nerve-wracking, gut-wrenching, never felt comfortable, always in a little bit of a panic that this could be it because they almost lost this game so many times. They almost lost the series so many times. But, you know, growing up in L.A., Allie, I'll say this. Been so fortunate to have teams in my life where the rest of the world thinks, oh, they're going to win. Like the Lakers would find ways to win with Magic and those guys. Kobe and Shaq would find ways to win the Sacramento game. Rob hits the shot. And the Dodgers have that same kind of mystique about them right now. And it was just so awesome to be a part of that. And people are saying greatest World Series ever, one of the greatest World Series ever. I think when it's your team that wins and you go through what you went through emotionally with this team throughout the entire playoffs and especially this World Series, it's hard not to just bask in the glory and feel like, yeah, this was the all-timer. I kind of disagree with everybody. You know, I know the Canadians are taking it really hard. I have a couple friends that are big Blue Jay fans. Oh, the better team lost. No one cares. Like, you were the better team for 3 games. Dodgers were the better team for 4 games. It's just the way it goes. The Dodgers, the lowest batting average in 60 years and still won the World Series? Like, they're a pretty damn good team. But all that put aside, respect to the Blue Jays,
Yes.
Phenomenal team. They did everything right. But I don't know if I've ever been on the winning side of a team where you said you could count the plays, Game 3. You can count them in Game 6. You can count them in Game 7. If you add them all up, it's in the teens. It's probably 15 to 20 plays that changed this series and helped win this series. It's usually 1 play or 2 plays. There are 20 plays. You can go back to Will Kane performance. Mm-hmm. Will Klein. You can go back to Will Klein's performance. You can go back to Shohei's game. You can go back to whatever. You know, McGee making that play with Kike. There's just so many things. But it was so fun to be a part of it. But it was never relaxing. You could never go in the kitchen. Couldn't go to the bathroom. You had to switch spots all the time. And it just felt like so much of that game, the Blue Jays were gonna pull it out, until Pages makes that catch, and you say maybe, just maybe.
So, Geeter, what you're saying is, oh, Canada, you don't care?
Listen.
Okay.
It's
you
not-
guys know I walk around and sing that.
Listen,
actually.
Allie, when I was a kid, the Dodgers won a couple of World Series. When I was a senior in high school, they won in '88. There was not another one until 2020 when they won it in the bubble. So that's a long stretch. Like, I think people just think the Dodgers have been on top of the world. They were in the playoffs, 13 to 15 straight years before they broke through and won that title. A lot of losses. Lost to the Cubs in the NLCS. Lost to the Astros in a Game 7 of the World Series. I was there. Lost in 6, I think,
Lost to the Red Sox?
So, like, the Dodgers winning 3 of the last 5 is pretty incredible, and it's pretty special, and it's awesome to be a part of it.
How do you think Drake feels? Just kidding. Moving on.
Yes.
Jerry Hurston Jr. on the postgame coverage said that the Dodgers Game 7 win reminded him of the Lakers Game 7 against the Celtics.
Perfect.
Where it felt like the
Comp.
Celtics were in control for most of the game, but then kept hanging around, keeping it close, cutting the deficit by 1. And then eventually they come out on top when they needed it the most. Is that how you guys remember it for the Lakers, that Game 7?
I thought about that. It was Game 7, 2010. Kobe Bryant was not having a very good game. Derek Fisher hit a big shot. He got space on the 3, but the guy was Meta World Peace.
Ron Artest.
Was he Ron Artest then?
Yeah.
He's got
Meta
some
World.
good names. How do you keep up with the
Yeah.
guy? He hits the shot, and he lost his mind that Kobe passed him the ball, and Phil Jackson let him shoot the ball. So that was tense, and because it was a rivalry between those two franchises, I think that tied them up for.
Yeah.
No, I think it left them one behind,
one
right?
behind.
For the most championships.
What
You felt it though in the arena.
It is such a great analogy because the Lakers in 2010, I got on that plane because I was with the Lakers for that week. I was with them throughout the whole playoffs in that season. We got on that plane in Boston, and it was not a great feeling down 3-2. Just like the Dodgers, down 3-2, right? Lakers found a way to win Game 6. And then in Game 7, I had my press pass, so I was dialed in. I was there, but I wasn't working that game. And I was a fan in the crowd. And I will never, ever forget that game because it had the exact same feeling as this Blue Jays Game 7. You could not relax for a second. From the opening tip, everything was a struggle. You were never comfortable. The game was back and forth, and Lakers never looked great. Celtics had that lead by 6.
Yes, they did.
But finding a way to win, and then that feeling of just, you're emotionally exhausted, but you've never been happier. They're so similar. So similar.
Like, I was exhausted after that game, but I had to work that one.
You work?
When I can,
When I can.
when
Okay.
they tell me to.
You've been working the Lakers. Should we dive into that? Because they are on a hot streak as well right now. Obviously, they've won 4 in a row, 6 of their last 7. Luka has missed 4 games. Austin, of course, missed that game last night versus the Blazers. But they still are finding ways to win, which has been really impressive. What have been your early takeaways so far?
For me, it's still Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
I looked up at his stats. He's averaging 31.1 points a game.
That's insane.
This is an undrafted player who has just worked hard, who now talks a little bit more trash than he used to when he first got here. So he's number 1 for me. Number 2, I want to give some credit to DeAndre Ayton. He was the one player that I may have been the hardest on, not knowing if he could consistently play at a high level. And I want to say since the Golden State game, after the second half of the game against Minnesota, we've seen a better player. And if he continues to play that way, that improves the Lakers' chances of actually advancing in the playoffs. I'm getting ahead of myself, but they need him to play like a big man like he did last night in Portland.
I think those are great, BT. I think the one thing, just to piggyback off of that, if you had to ask me through the 8 games, my biggest takeaway is the depth of this team. I did not know that it would be this strong. If you told me Luka was going to miss 4 games, Austin's going to miss a game, Gabe's going to miss probably 5 games, we wouldn't have Maxi Kleba. DeAndre Ayton's going to miss a game. AR's going to miss a game. I'm not saying 6-2. I would have signed up for 3-5. But they are finding ways to win games at a high clip. They're doing it with all these different contributions, whether it's off the bench with the Nick Smith Jr., whether it's DeAndre Ayton last night in Portland, who was just absolutely remarkable. I guess the second thing I would say was on a tight budget this year, meaning restrictions in terms of contracts and what Rob was able to do, the 3 signings, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, they have been absolutely awesome, in my opinion. I love Jake LaRavia. That love grows with each game. Even on a night like last night where he wasn't hitting the three-pointer, he wasn't shooting great, he still ends up with 11 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. That's pretty incredible. Marcus Smart, every single game. Doesn't matter if he's scoring or not. He's just impacting the game. And then we talked about it last night on the postgame show. DeAndre Ayton, if you look back 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, to the preseason, people were probably panicked. And he said, like, everyone hold off. I'm a confusing big. I haven't even gotten to play with any of these guys. They've all missed training camp. Like, we have to figure things out. Here's what I learned from Chris Paul. Here's how I do things when it's drop coverage. He's unbelievable from that 8 to 15-foot range. That guy has gotten better every single game. His effort is awesome. And I know it's only 8 games. But running the floor, 3 blocks last night, and he's just doing what he needs to do to win. That's been a big part of it. Those 3 guys have been awesome.
Here's some overarching stats, I guess, from a standpoint of a big picture team stats. The Lakers are 7th. They're the 7th best offense in the league. They lead the league in field goal percentage at 53%, shooting 65% on 2-point field goals, which is tops in the league. They're 5th in points in the paint. They're 4-0 in clutch games this season, which is tied for best in the league, which is insane to me when you think about being without Luka as much as you have been.
Wait, what are they tied for best in the league?
4-0 in clutch games this season,
clutch.
which is
Wow.
tied for best in the league. And you've been without Luka for much of
That's crazy.
the start of this. No LeBron James. Which one of these sticks out to you, I guess, from just that? Or is there another one that has impressed you about this team right now and what's going on?
The clutch games.
Yeah.
Because I happened to be in Minnesota when Austin Reeves was clutch, when he yelled some words that you can't say anywhere else if you're on a public broadcast. But to see him perform the way he did, they blew most of a 20-point lead, got down 1, didn't get rattled, just stood their ground, stood tall, and gave the ball to Austin. As I told you last week, when they got down 1 in Minnesota, I kept thinking they're going to win this game, and Austin Reeves is going to win this game. Clutch, tough, tense. Fans yelling, who is number 12? Number 12 was Jake. Jake was busting their behinds. They know who he is now. I mean, I loved every minute of that game. So
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised that you say they won 4 clutch games.
Yeah.
And then the games Luka has played in, he's performed at that high level.
4-0 in clutch games, man, that could totally be flipped, and we're having a different conversation right now. Because even if you go 50% in those, it's a different conversation. So that one surprised me. I hadn't really realized that. That's a great stat. I think the one that sticks out to me, because we've been kind of following it every single game, and I have my stats out every game, right? We're doing the post-game show, and I just keep over the last few games, and now you're dialed in more on it, but I've been like, God, are they over 50% again? They're 57%, 52%. Every game, you just think it's going to drop. It just hasn't dropped. So the fact that they're shooting that clip, to me, is the most impressive thing. Like, they have been so efficient. And that is without LeBron. Without Luka for half the games. Like, that's crazy to me.
And I think
See the numbers
Luka
right there?
and Austin went, 2 for 11 from three-point range a couple of games ago? And they're still shooting 50 over.
And you know what you think?
That's
Think about it, though?
But damn good.
Ayton's been great.
Yes.
In terms of efficiency around the basket and is still 50-footer. Rui is unbelievable when it comes to, the mid-range. Jake LaRavia takes smart shots, right? Austin Reeves gets to the rack. So right there, Luka has been unstoppable when he's in that 2-point range, going to the basket or on the mid-range. So when you add all that up, they should be number 1, right?
Yeah. It's a great point. What have you guys thought about Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves? And just the connect. I believe, were you the one that was asking questions about that?
I was not, but I was listening to the questions.
Oh, good. Me too.
The bromance they have
Yeah, the
going
bromance
on.
that's happening. Let me give you a little context. 41, 12, and 8 for Luka. 31, 5, and 9. You kind of touched on that a minute ago. Are they the best backcourt duo? Do they have a case to be the best backcourt duo right now in the NBA? There's some people that,
I'm looking something up.
Jokic and Aaron Gordon is a duo I've heard out there. But I guess when you're speaking backcourt.
Backcourt, the answer for me is yes, emphatically. I mean, Luka hasn't played all 8 games, but he's still averaging 41. Austin's averaging 31. That's like 72 points. Even for a guy that went to San Diego State, I know that. That's a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
The funniest thing I found was after Austin hit the game-winning shot in Minneapolis, and someone said, Austin, did you see that Luka called you the GOAT? He goes, basically, get out of here, Luka. Stop talking about yourself. I mean, that's what a funny Austin line because Luka is kind of in that GOAT category in the NBA these days. They have something special going on. They seem to be really enjoying being around each other. And they make it fun for us in the media. They have some really good quotes. And they have some good times just sharing their joy.
They remind me of Brennan and Dale from Step Brothers.
That's so good.
They are the way they get at each other. It's pretty funny. And if Brennan and Dale were absolute ballers, then that's who they'd be, right? So they're the Catalina wine mixture every time they go out there. They're just fun. It's like you don't know what's going to happen. They could be down, then they're up. It could be erratic. It could be awesome. It's all the feels when it comes to these two. So I don't know where they rank in terms of duos. I mean, early season, you're not finding a better one, but you got to let this season go before you figure out the rankings and where do they fit. Because right now they're tough to beat when it comes to a 1-2 punch because they can give you 50 each guy. That's really tough to do. You can have one guy that can always get 50, the other guy can get a 30, but for them to be able on any given night to get 50 each is pretty amazing. So when it comes to offensively, they are one of the top duos in the league, backcourt duos, and for sure.
We're going to see 2 really good guys tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Wemby and Castle from San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't
I was thinking
bad.
guard duos.
Guard duos would be correct, yes.
Okay, where do you guys think that they could rank if we take it one step further in terms of backcourt duos
Oh, I just answered that.
in Laker history?
Ooh,
Oh.
No.
Did you answer that?
No, but I can.
No.
But I can.
We're looking
Oh,
at.
okay, wait. Are we going to ask it here or are we going to play his favorite game? Okay, we'll do it here.
Oh.
Are we ranking them? Greatest
We're
backcourt
we're
duos
ranking
of all
them?
time?
Hang on. What do you want to do first, Andrew? Let's do the mini rank 'em.
Okay.
We're going to go there now.
Okay, we'll rank them.
It is your favorite game. I love that just came
Ooh.
beautifully out of your mouth. So it's a Rank 'em Lakeshow podcast edition. I want your top 3 Laker backcourt combos of all time.
Okay, at 3, this is a little tougher because I didn't see it live, so I'm not emotionally connected to it. But because of my Laker fandom and the history of this franchise, I want to give them their props and respect, and they won a title together. And they're both Hall of Famers, and both their jerseys hang on the wall. I'm going with Gail Goodrich, right, and Jerry West. That's my number 3. Okay? My number 2. It's going to throw some people off. It's Magic Johnson and Byron Scott. Most people would put them 1. I'm putting them as the second best backcourt duo in Laker history. And my number 1 overall. And by the way, they were Showtime, they were everything. Remember, Byron got 3 rings.
Yes.
Right? So Byron with 3, Magic with 5. That equals 8, BT. 5 plus 3. Okay? They didn't have the longevity, but they had a nice window, Showtime, very special. My number 1 backcourt duo with 5 rings apiece, doing it in 2 different eras of Lakers basketball, doing it 3 times in a row together, and then a back-to-back together. So not only did they repeat twice, they also got a back-to-back-to-back, which has only been done a couple times in history of this league. It is Kobe Bryant and Derek Fisher.
Ooh, I like that. But I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put Kobe and Derek 3rd.
Who's your... Oh,
Number 3 for me.
they're number 3 for you.
Number 3 for
Did they not win enough rings for you?
They won enough rings, but let me finish here, Geeter.
I understand.
Number 2 will be Byron Scott and Magic Johnson. Number 1 is Jerry and Gail Goodrich.
You
Their
should
numbers in the
honestly,
backcourt
you should
were
honestly
absolutely
think about going outside for 1 minute. We'll still do the show.
Okay.
Come back in and really think about that answer. You're going with Jerry and Gail Goodrich over Magic and Byron.
Based on their numbers.
And Kobe and Fish.
The numbers is what I'm looking at. Hey, hold on. Was this my answer?
Oh, sorry,
Or
my
am I answering for Geeter?
I know. This
Oh,
isn't
what do you
first
want?
take. That's my fault.
Okay, no.
By the way, maybe I should leave.
No,
Maybe you guys should do the rest of the show without me.
No.
No. Put me on a timeout.
Hey,
I'm
let me
begging.
tell you something. You are being paid to be here, so sit your butt down and be here. Like the rest of us.
Man, that was,
about to
you know
say,
what?
so are you.
Honestly, though, I'm bummed the TV audience has to see that. That was rude of me. I was trying to be funny and kick. You know what? It's your answer.
It is. How about this?
I'm not going to talk.
We should look, when this is done, let's look at their stats. Gail and Jerry West were whooping some real behind. They just couldn't beat the Boston Celtics. You're right. But look at their numbers, their combined numbers. Every time you watch the playoffs and they show a shot from Jerry West, where's he shooting from? And it only ties the game. Jerry by himself, to me, is just this phenomenal, unreal athlete and basketball player. So that's
Agree.
number 1 for me.
Listen, that's why they're in my top 3.
Okay?
That's why they're in my
This
top
is
3.
fun.
But you
I'm
just
a cold
seem like
guy.
a
This
real.
is fun.
You're,
We need
you're
to
like a
play
stats
rank
guy.
them more.
Listen,
We're going to let
you're a
them
stats
continue
guy.
to talk. And I'm
That's
going to tell
fine.
you that we're heading to break.
Some
When we
people are
return,
about
it's around a
numbers.
bucket or brick.
I'm about
We'll be right back.
the totality of it all.
And they start.
Hoops fans, Morongo Casino Resort and Spa is a great place to catch all the action.
They've got great bars with incredible beers and cocktails.
Fantastic food, too, from snacks to seafood to steaks.
And big screens everywhere showing all the big games.
Endless slots and table games. I never want to leave.
Don't forget the great deals at Desert Hills Premium Outlets. Can't wait to show you what I got.
That's why I love Morongo.
A slam dunk of good times every time.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa is a California licensed gambling facility. You must be 18 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Welcome back to the Lakeshow podcast. If you're enjoying the show, you can check out more original podcasts from our Spectrum News journalists on the Spectrum News app. Just head to the podcast section to listen to the latest episodes. You can download the Spectrum News app on the App Store or Google Play. It's time for a round of Bucket or Brick presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Good times.
Play
Good
responsibly. You must be 18 years or older. Today's bucket or brick is going to be
Brett?
centered around small sample size stats.
Okay.
Okay? Keep that in mind. So we're beginning with this. Bucket or brick, Luka will average over 35 points per game this season. If he can do it, he would be, for a little context, the 6th player in NBA history to do so. Bucket or brick. 35.
I'm going to say, I hate saying this, I'm going to say brick BT because I know he can, but I do think LeBron James is going to play basketball this year. And when you add LeBron James, AR, and Luka, I just don't think one of them needs to average 35, but I do think he's going to be around 30, 31. I still think he's right around 31, which is a lot of freaking points.
Geeter, unlike Bresnahan, I don't mind agreeing with you on this.
Yeah.
I'm saying brick too. Because LeBron comes back, and then DA is playing really well for them. And you don't need 35 a game out of him. You want him playing his best basketball and being in shape and ready to play in the playoffs.
By the way, can you guys name the other 5 players that did it?
MJ.
Okay. Another
Kobe.
Laker. Yep.
Kobe Bryant?
Oh, Wilt for sure.
Yep.
Yes.
How many others?
2 more.
2 more.
1 plays for the Clippers.
Oh,
James Harden?
Harden.
Wow.
And the other?
Larry Bird.
ABA?
ABA.
ABA.
Give me a hint. Give me another hint.
I just worked with his son.
Rick Barry.
Victor Wembanyama is averaging 4.7 blocks per game this season. Bucket or brick, Wemby will average over 4.5 this season.
What's he at right
By
now?
the way, it would be the 8th time in NBA history. It would be the first time in 30 years when
Bucket.
Dikembe Mutombo did it for
BT,
the
I don't know
Nuggets.
I don't know how we do. I mean, this guy, I feel like he's going to average 6 a game. I mean, the guy's ridiculous, right? I'm going bucket. I have to. I don't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
okay. Have you seen his arms? I mean, they're from here to there where you are right now.
I don't know how we don't.
This is a bonus one.
Okay.
BT, bucket or brick, knows more about French wine than Wemby.
Bucket that, you know what? Bucket, there's no way Wemby knows more. He is a young man. He has yet to even go into life like BT is a traveled man.
Nice.
He has drank more wine than Wemby has in France as well. Not even close.
That's
You get you a little Chardonnay. What else you got for? What else you
The
got
Burgundy?
for? Burgundy.
You know, go down to the Burgundy
Did
region.
you ever drink the one he got you? It was so good.
No, it's no.
Is it still at your desk?
I'm letting it. What do you call that? Marinate.
Well, marinate's what you do with chicken, but
He's
you're
so
letting it
mad right now.
you're-
No, I'm letting it simmer.
well, we do that with stew or
I
chili.
have no clue what you're doing with the wine, Abby.
Can you give it to me?
Allison
That does
Marie?
it for this edition of Lakeshow Podcast, presented by Bronco Casino Resort and Spa. See
I
you next
drank
week.
BT's the next week, and I sent him a photo of the bottle.
And she